Good afternoon. This is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. It's Monday, June 4th, 2007, and the S&P finished with a gain once again, up 12 cents on the spiders. SPY here on the screen, that's a 0.08% gain. But a gain's a gain, and once again, it's just showing that the trend is higher, and there's no reason to be selling short in here. The 10-minute time frame, again, we've got this rising 5-day moving average, which keeps us bullish in the short-term time frame. And we were thinking that perhaps down towards that 5-day moving average is where the most important level of short-term support would be, and then 152.50 below that. So I think those levels are still important, and maybe even 153.50. So breaking down below 153.50 might lead to a little bit further pullback. Probably a test of that rising 5-day moving average. We've been seeing a lot of that 5-day moving average acting as support, like it did all the way up in here. And then once it retook that 5-day moving average, that's where this most recent little leg of strength has come in. But we do still continue to have a series of higher highs and higher lows, so no reason to doubt this strength. Give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers and keep your stops in place. The Nasdaq 100 also finished with a gain, this time 14 cents, so a 0.3% gain for the Nasdaq 100, and this one is also closing at new highs as well. So once again, no sign of any selling. The best short-term support in here right now, I'd probably say, is about that 47.25 level. We saw a test of it last Thursday and then this morning, and that's about where we'll meet this rising 5-day moving average in here as well. And then below that, about that 46.80 level that we've had our eye on. But once again, no signs of any selling in here, so continue to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers. No reason to look for a top. It's been a complete waste of time looking for a top here recently. And the IWM, Russell 2000, once again continued to add to its gains. This time it was up 18 cents, or about 0.2%. So not the same relative strength that we've been seeing lately in there, but still a nice gain, and another new all-time high for the IWM. So continues to look great in there. The semiconductors, we had made our target from last week, this 20-day moving average, and that seems to be where, for the short term, it's found a little bit of resistance. Like I said, I sold my calls up there, and I still think that a pullback to the 36.70 level would make sense, and that's where we'll find that 5-day moving average. Looks like this market was a little bit weaker. In fact, it was down 9 cents, or about 0.25% today. So a little bit of underperformance there, and we do have these lower highs and repeated tests of the short-term level of support. So breaking through this 85-cent level or so would probably lead down to that test of that 36.70. So I'm not expecting any kind of major sell-off. In fact, that's hardly even worth mentioning. But if you're a short-term trader, there might be an opportunity in there for you. Let's take a look at the stocks. We had a few open positions. First, we had ALXN, and we got involved in this one at 48.40 on Friday after that pullback. And unfortunately, we got stopped out this morning right in here before it continued its rally. So we were stopped out with a 28-cent gain. Hopefully, you didn't listen to my advice on that one and had your own stops based on what you were looking at. TTEK, we got involved at 22.10 on Friday, and here I suggested a stop of 22.85. So hopefully it did adhere to that stop, because that one got stopped out with a 75-cent gain before pretty much caving in, and you were able to lock in the gains if you did stick with that stop. Cepheid, CPHD, this stock, we had our stop at 11.82. So that means we got stopped out today with a gain of 2 cents after getting involved at 11.80 on Friday. Let's take a look at the new stocks from last night, from this weekend. We're looking to buy EarthLink above 8.32. That strength never occurred, so no trade should have taken place. OMNI, this was a nice one today. Wanted to buy that one above 11.10. Could have got about 11.20. I think would have been a reasonable purchase in there. I was involved in this one too. So our stop had been 10.86. Let's raise that now to $11.60 in OMNI. Shares of Kyphon, KYPH. Here, this stock we were looking to buy on strength. The strength never occurred. No reason to take the trade there. Broadcom, we were looking for a short sale opportunity below 30.50, and I suggested being cautious in here because we are in a bull market. Nearly got nicked on our stop right there, but we did get stopped out right there with a loss of 20 cents in shares of Broadcom.